What's up, everybody? So I decided to come to my local shooting range because I've had a lot of requests to shoot this thing out to 100 yards, one of my short AR-9 builds. So I was going to start out with some 115 grain, some 124 grain, some 147 grain, and just some of the 108 grain monolithic hollow points that I typically run if I'm running it defensively. I was going to run some with a can and some without. But after about 100 rounds that you guys aren't even going to have to watch because that's all I hit on paper because my red dot was way off, I ended up just going over to the pistol range. The plan was to get on target at about 10 yards, at least get my red dot sighted in, and then I was going to help my son shoot it for the first time. And to all the anti-gunner naysayers, listen, he's 6 years old. A lot of kids have been shooting since 4 and 5. I'm holding the gun the entire time, so don't rain on our parade, okay? Thank you. As you can tell, he's very excited. I've let him shoot my 22 plenty of times, and he shot some of my other 9mm builds, so it won't actually be his first time, just maybe his first time with this gun. But I digress. And for anyone wondering, that is the SIG Romeo 5 on top of that gun, and I believe it's in quarter MOA adjustments, meaning for every one click, it's moving a quarter of an inch at 100 yards. Now this thing was off like 4 or 5 inches at about 10 yards, which I adjusted and got it zeroed 150 clicks later on in the day, but you're about to see my son's parade get rained on. Edge. Put your feet right there and right there. We're gonna try one shot at a time, okay? You're gonna put that on your shoulder. Don't grab the trigger. Okay? Put this hand right there. Bring.
How we doing, man?
How we doing?
Hold up for a second. If it's fired from the shoulder, it's got to go to the... And number 2, you got to be at least 16 to be on the firing line at the pistol range.
I did not know that. Sorry. As you can see, we were being pretty responsible. I was going to hold the gun completely and let him shoot one shot at a time, but rules are rules I was not aware of. As far as not shouldering the pistol brace, sure, I guess, if we're still on that bandwagon. Anyways, here we are again, and as I stated earlier, it took me like a solid 10 minutes. This red dot was off way too far. I don't know how it got off that far. I just put it on the gun. It was brand new, but hey, it happens sometimes. We were only shooting about 7 to 10 yards. Okie dokie. Okay, put your arm down through. Finger off the trigger till you're ready to shoot. Keep your finger straight and up, okay? Aim down, look at the red dot with your right eye. Safety off. Pull the trigger. Go ahead, do it one more time. Look down the red dot. Pull the trigger. All right, finger off the trigger. He was telling me he shot the ground, but for any naysayers out there, I had full control of the weapon. He did not have it by himself. I was not going to let it go, and there was only 3 bullets in the mag. So give me a break. Or I could have been one of those parents that hand a 12 gauge to a first-time shooter. Also, anytime he's not holding the camera for me, he is standing behind me, so there are no worries. As you can see, many shots later, I finally got this thing dialed in. And you know what? At about 12 yards, it was good enough for me. Now I'm just going to have some fun. That is some 147 grain AAC from PSA through my Omega 36. And one last question, will it bump? Thank you all so much for watching. Remember, safety first. Please like, share, and subscribe.